Welcome back to Suladan Plays the Talos. Oh great, we gotta deal with that a little bit. One moment. Who's having a stroke? Ah, you's having a stroke. Okay, I see what's happening. So that test is that's not. We don't want to do that. One moment, technical difficulties, experimentations, jump cuts. Okay, let's see if that does any better. Actually, I think I know something. There we go. Okay. So, long story short, I'm tweaking some of the OBS settings. I'm experimenting to see if I can improve the video quality a little bit without causing problems. I changed the settings on the bitrate. Normally OBS, I had it set to just match the stream settings. Not that I stream, but it's easier to change the settings there because I could type in an actual bitrate. But if you go past 6,000, it complains, so I switched to using some other settings, and I forgot that I needed to make sure those other settings were using the hardware encoder. They were using the software encoder, so when I started recording Talos, the OBS tried to consume the processor, which Talos needs some processing, and things went weird. But yes, I am attempting some things with that to see if I can get some slightly better bit rates. The game is doing fine, and it's still much improved over what it was previously, but when a lot of things are changing on screen, I do see the webcam still get a little blurred. You know, I'd love to someday be able to record it lossless, but that requires a bit of a processor upgrade, and you see, I don't yet have a stable income, and I can't afford that. I mean, the microphone itself put me back like $100, so, you know, processors are expensive. I mean, not complaining, I'm happy with the microphone. It has been a wonderful thing. I'm glad I got it. But processors go for, you know, quite a few $100s. And that would improve the ability for my video encoding. But yes, I'm experimenting, trying to figure out how to get the maximum power out of what I'm doing without getting too far technical into it. I used to record at a lower bit rate, not because I had to, because I didn't know any better, and then I was encoding it at a higher bit rate. But because the recording was already at a low bit rate, the blurring, that blockiness stayed there. So now I record at a higher bit rate and encode lower to get it to find the basically minimum file size with minimum loss. But there is still an amount of blockiness when a ton of stuff is changing on screen. It's most notable in, like, Talos has been most notable with it, partly because first person so much on the screen can change at once because I'm flipping my view around, versus like if I'm running down a hallway in Dark Souls, not as much is changing. Or if I'm just standing in place fighting something, not as much of the background is changing, versus the constant first person view squirming. I thought I saw a QR code. I did. Saw two of them. Sending the tower is useless. Early generators wrongly believed. Didn't I read? Yeah, I think I read all those. You are bad. Shepard's saying that they are useless. We are not. But I'm experimenting with settings. Long story short. Figuring stuff out. I cannot. Whoa. What would the good of putting the cube up in there be? Oh. There's a cube up there. Aha! Oh, that's as high up as that one flies. Okay. Let's see what I need here. I need you here. I need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I think I did this differently than I needed to, but hey, it worked. I'm taking a cube with me. What was that? I don't know, but I'm taking this cube with me anyway. Oh, a pedestal just popped up. Well, hello there, pedestal. The earliest generations of our kind were only processing. No emotion, no character, just math. If you could see how far we've come, you'd believe that together we could achieve anything. I think this popped out of the floor. I've got to read 215. What is 215? Remember 215. What is 215? Hello, 215. What are you? Let me write that down. 215. Sticky note. There we go. I like that they all flash if I click the wrong place. README, Device Manager, Web, and Mathematics. Device Manager. Show current operating parameters. Main Nexus elevator. Auxiliary stairway access control. Software license expired. I should have known. Floor 3. 2, 1, 5. Code accepted. Okay. So we're gonna have to start hunting codes, I see. Very well done to have the first one out in the open right here. And then future ones I'll have to do more hunting on. README. If you can see this, I'm not sure how or why I can alter this text. My name is the Shepherd, and I want to help you escape. Oh heavens, I'm sorry I tricked me into trapping myself, but I'm not entirely bound by time. I wrote down the code you're looking for. I have attached it to... Also, this computer is Ian. To be honest, I thought that the net would be completely abandoned at this point, but internet activity has actually surged massively in the last couple of leaks. The masked couple of leaks, yes, the math... anyway. Everyone's talking, trying to find solutions, exchanging stories, saying goodbye. It's like the entire planet is reaching out, all the disparate threads of humanity pulling together, idiots and geniuses alike, to be as human as possible one last time. It's almost like we were always told the internet was going to be, and most of it is free now, because who cares about money at this point? Might as well have some fun. If any of you would like to talk, especially people I've known online for a long time, send me an email. I'd love to say goodbye. It reminds me, Yahoo Messenger is shutting down next month. It's kind of a piece of a lot of our history. I mean, like a lot of people, that was their first instant messenger, so it's kind of sad to see that go. It really went downhill in the last year or so when they tried so hard to copy mobile messaging styles, getting rid of your contact list and being more based on conversations. Kind of like Facebook Messenger and Telegram, from what I've seen, is where it, you know, pops up and has a conversation list and not a... Yeah, I think there's a friends list on Facebook, isn't there? Yeah, Yahoo got rid of the contact list entirely. It's hidden in the background, and there's no online, offline status. I mean, they went off the deep end, in my opinion. That's just what that reminded me of. Anyway, the web, math. We sincerely hope you didn't take our suicide as a sign we were disappointed in you, unappreciative of your friendship, or in any way unhappy with our lives. Looking back, we can honestly say that we feel incredibly lucky to have known all of you and to have participated in this amazing research. And if we contributed a little bit to the future of humanity, what can we feel but gratitude? It's a true privilege to have such insights into the nature of the mind. Neither of us... Well, that's sad. You need to believe in something, sir. We have suddenly experienced a sense of awe that we could be compared to a kind of religious feeling, at least according to Einstein's understanding. We have chosen to go now together because it means less suffering. One last beautiful day together means much better ending than a slow wasting away. In a sense, it's just mathematics. Love, Alan and George. That's really weird to read like a happy suicide note. That's... that is a deep issue, and that's not making light of it at all. Like, that's a, you know, very sad thing when that happens. We have lost some people that way. Well, some close friends of our family have lost some people that way. And anyway, moving on. Elevator 3. I like the sound that it makes. Yeah, I know there's 2 stars left and apparently a level 6. So we've got to figure that one out. So I do have a theory, and that's that this entire process, he's got robots looping and looping and looping through it until they pass all of those ending checks, of which not going in the tower was a failure of one of them. So maybe he's offered me a deal, pearly gates and eternal life, on the condition I turn back from the tower. I don't know what to do. So my theory is I get all 10 stars, I get all of the 6 sigils, and that takes me to the top floor of the tower where I find something. I do not know. I know it can't be this easy, but I have to hope. Yep, I knew it couldn't be that easy. Oh, wrong spot. Oh, yes, it can be that easy. Well, I like that puzzle. That reminds me of something, but I don't know what. Time capsule, DNA strand.
I look in the mirror sometimes and I see myself like some alien being.
Oh dear.
I think,
oh dear.
Who am I? Why do I have these eyes and those hands? Why do I see the colors that I see? Why do I think like I think? I did not choose to exist. I was created. Every single part of my body, every strand of my DNA is part of a story that stretches back billions of years. I exist only because of the choices and sacrifices made by so many others, but I don't know who they are. And what effect will my choices have on those who come after me? Maybe that's what it means to be human.
Ma'am, you're a barrel of laughs and all,
but we're the only ones who know that.
But I just fell off a tower, and I'm a little puzzled by it. Can I use this to jump back up? I can! Oh, now I want to jump off again. Whee! Whee! Oh, man. Wasn't there a whole episode of Futurama about that? Anyway, moving on. Time travel skydiving, you just right before you hit the ground, you hit the button. And if you miss, well, oops. Oh dear. This is where it's going to get complicated. Oh dear. Okay, so I've got to get through all 3. Oh, no. It couldn't be like that. Ah, it could be. I think I see. Okay, so now I wait for it to open that, and then I can open the next one. And watch, there'll be one after that, and then it's just... Hello there, terminal. You don't have a sticky note on you. I'm gonna have to find it, aren't I? There's the password is in that, so I'm content. I'm gonna go neat. I'm curious about the one with password. Chapter 14, The Judgment of Hephaestus. If what you say is true, then my father Hephaestus is slain, then who am I? For I was made in his image, and that image is now gone. Am I like his reflection in a mirror to vanish when the person steps away? Or am I now become Hephaestus myself, forged to be no more than a replacement, as one may purchase a new sandal from the same shoemaker? His legacy is number. Without contraries, there is no progression, attraction, repulsion, reason, energy. I don't know if we're considering reason and energy to be contraries to one another. Love and hate, necessary human existence. For their contraries spring from what the religious call good and evil. Good is the passive that obeys reason, even as the evil is the active spring. So he's been bopped on the head one too many times with a mackerel. Somebody needs to fix him. And there in the tower you shall hear the rustling of the wind in the reed fields of Osiris, and you shall rejoice, but beware, for the end of your journey is not yet upon you. Thank you for installing Realistic Elevators 1.8. New features include password locking and automatic auxiliary stair generation. Automatic stair generator. And the scribe of Osiris wrote upon the sacred parchment that is called int floor 4 password 863. Only thus can you reach blessed Adam. I already forgot what it was. 863. Code accepted. Unlock. New text. What a text. Oh, yes, those. Oh, it labels where you got them from. That's neat. Please have shortcut. Oh, man. How does out? How does out? Out. Yes, there is out. Okay. Shouldn't he figure out where I'm at some point? Not counting when I fell off the tower, which he probably would have noticed had I not rewound. I want to know how that rewind works, too. Are these robots connected to time travel machinery, or are they themselves brains and jaws, and Hillary Putnam was right all along? For those that don't know, that's a joke about the game ZZZ, or ZZZZ dash ZZZZ dash ZZZZ. It's on the channel. You can go watch it. Or not. See, it has a 4 on it, just like the 6. Oh dear, why do you have to get more and more complicated? Complacimated. Macerated. I don't know. I'm starting to lose patience for these. They were fun for a bit, but now they're starting to not. Well, because I'm starting to get... I want to get to the top, so I get more hurried. See, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Whoa, not what I meant to click. Let's try... Nope, not that. Ooh. No. Oh, where'd my mouse go? maybe if... Ah! Oops. Oh no, I broke it. Oops. Oh, okay, so that's a thing. Whee! Someday, like, the camera just looks up and sees me jumping off and rewinding. Okay. Oh, it's a set of keys. Button I'm in. Guess no one got this far before? I know some of the answers are wrong now, but I don't know which ones. And I have these theories and wild explanations, and I don't know which to bank on. Solution to the cycle isn't perfection of one being, production of mass endeavor. I say to all those that come after me, I will await you at the summit of the tower, and use what I have learned to assist you as I can. Are you the one that got aren't you the one that got tricked? We're at 4. So if I do 4... Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. We'll go ahead and do 4. We'll do 4. We'll stop there. We'll try to do... Ooh, hello. What are you? Are you a brick? Are you an ice tray? Oh, you're a microchip. Okay.
There are flaws in the system. I think sometimes it accesses the wrong databases, pulls random data. I don't know.
Flawed?
I don't know how bad it is. It all seems to be stable, but I can't tell what kind of impact this is going to have on the process, and I just don't have the strength to go over all of the code again. I just don't want it all to be for nothing. I spent all my time here. I didn't visit my parents. I didn't see my friends.
You chose it.
I did nothing but work.
You chose it.
And I'm so scared that it didn't mean anything. That I just wasted it all because I thought we could... we could save the world.
I think we found a problem. Clearly, if somebody jams their head up to here, I can just walk through the room. But ma'am, the system is always going to be flawed. A flawed creature will create a flawed system. You can't expect perfection to pop out of a flawed... and how would a flawed creature be... if you're a flawed creature, how would you know if you'd created perfection? Because by that definition, your own faculties would themselves be limited, and therefore, lots of philosophical quandaries to be had. Moving forward, not more of you. Okay, so we see there's one of those. What else is there? There's keys. And a ladder. And a box. I think I see what I need to do. I'm guessing. I don't like waiting. And I'm being hyper. Now if I just stand here and drop that. Okay, moving forward. Jump, jump, jump. Yes. Maybe I can reach it. Am I tall enough? Am I tall enough? Tell me, sir, am I tall enough? Nope. Oh. Oh. Idea. I know how to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I generally aim for a 5-second interval on the waiting parts, just to make sure I have plenty of time to do the movement. Now we stand here. Now I get 2 boxes worth of height out of 1 box. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. I'm waiting. Waiting. Yes. Now we are tall enough. We are as tall as 3 men. Yes. Yes. Still no? Really? That's as tall as I'm capable of getting this. Yeah, I know there's a platform there, but I don't see from whence it leads. There's no way for me to get to that platform. I think I may have just broke the puzzle, but oh well. I didn't think that would work. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Blame the puzzle design. Sacred numbers. Yeah, that's where that's gonna be. Remember. Remember. I don't mean this to be rude, but that's basically what that woman, all of her video logs have been screaming is, remember us! Because she can't stand the thought of being forgotten. As if being remembered will grant you some form of immortality. Anyway, moving on. I don't know if anyone's ever going to read this, but if you do, we succeeded, and I want you to know that Alexandra stayed until the last moment. I'm leaving too tired, too broken, desperate for a few moments of peace with my remaining loved ones. But she's still there, and she won't give up. And yes, there are thousands like her all over the world, giving everything they have because they believe in humanity. But she's the one I know that is a real person, a colleague, a friend. I know that she likes peanut ice cream and hates strawberries, that her favorite band is Pink Floyd, and that her favorite poet is Blake, her favorite TV show is Futurama. I guess it's fitting that I've made so many references to that. The studied at Cornell, that her dad's name was Carl, and her mom's name was a large string of hexadecimal. I don't know if I should be ashamed for leaving, but I know that I'm proud of her. She was the best of us. Remember her. Remember her! And I assume she's the crazy one that keeps leaving me messages. A second awakening in Era. The fire's burned here, but just beyond the incense, she could smell the cold wind from the kingdom of Artemis, where output Era logged.txt. But I am not Hephaestus, you see, for though I wield his hammer, I know the secrets of his forge. I am not lame, and neither am I a god. Who are you then, they said. A blank page of text. And so the blessed messenger revealed unto me the bones of New Jerusalem slumbering in the dust that was the body of Adam, awaiting the day of resurrection. And lo and behold, within the dust was concealed a holy fire, and the fire, the sacred numbers, of which the one you seek is 906. And I perceived that the holy fire and the sacred knowledge of numbers and sigils, the rekindling, the dark souls, because I will always think of that when I hear Kindle. 906. 906. 906. That's a number that upside down looks like the same number. 5. 906. Enter. Code accepted. Unlocking. Done. Exit utility. Didn't open that. It's weird that there's a gate. Like, it's designed for me to go out that way. My theory is they made all the puzzles with a way to do that just in case the puzzle ended up needing it, but since the puzzle didn't need it, it doesn't have to open it. But, in any case, we have now reached floor 5. I'm gonna push the button, we're gonna ride it up, and then we're gonna pause. Because I haven't seen a checkpoint marker yet. The floor 5 better not be the That better not be the end. Why is this one so tall? Oh dear, what have I done? Oh good. There we go, checkpoint marker. Make extra sure. Yep, floor 5. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.